Hello, my name is Amanda Martinez. I am the Training Program Manager for Mental Health America of Hawaii.
Hi. Didn't see you there. I'm not wearing the right shirt. Hang on. I'm Nicholas Bongcaron, Mental Health Educator and Social Media Manager for Mental Health America of Hawaii.
We are a nonprofit organization that aims to promote mental health and wellness through education, advocacy, service, and access to care.
We bring you here to promote workplace wellness. Not because you don't know how to take care of yourself, but because we think it should be more normalized. Self-care and wellness is simple, but it's often overlooked. Cleaning your desk, having a snack, or stretching in between meetings aren't necessarily new to us, but it matters, both for you and your coworkers. If we prioritize wellness within the workplace, it'll create a more comfortable environment for you and your coworkers. It'll also make that 9-to-5 job a little more bearable. Now, I was a gymnast for about 16 years, and one thing I took from the gym to the office was warm-ups are important. Warm-ups and stretching prepare us for what we're about to do next. And this could mean a lot of things, but I like to keep it vague so it applies to everything. My first tip I have for you is to treat your warm-up like a wake-up. Especially in the morning, we have a lot to prepare for the day. Planning out our meetings, thinking about our workload, and what we're going to do that day. And the second tip is that stretching prevents most injuries. Stretching our muscles prepares them for use. It increases blood flow, reduces strain, and decreases our risk of suffering from things like carpal tunnel. And lastly, treat your warm-up like you treat your workday. Feeling good and thinking optimistically would project onto the rest of your day. Personally, I like to warm up with a typing test. Good morning, everyone. Keep in mind that we're not affiliated with any typing websites or software. This is just something I like to do at the start of my day. Everyone has their preferences. This is also a good opportunity to share your warm-up ritual in the comments or in the chat. You might find someone who does the same thing. With this typing test, I can warm up my hands, aim for a personal best on typing speeds, and prepare myself for a workday filled with typing. I like monkey type because of the way I have control over the color I want to use as my background, the time limit for typing, and the font I can use. Psst, you could also take a typing test to make it look like you're working hard in front of your boss, but you didn't hear that from me. "91 words per minute. Today's still gonna be a good day." Jeez, how many shirts does this guy have? We're gonna start off with some easy exercises that can be done indoors, at your desk, or in the office. I also learned these in gymnastics, and keep in mind that they may be challenging if you've experienced joint pain, wrist pain, or shoulder pain before. If this happens, stop immediately and prioritize safety. It's okay to sit some of these exercises out. No worries at all. So the first stretch is basically finding the range of your wrists, and the goal is to go as far as you can. Next is your knuckles. Feel free to crack or pop them. Sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. And put your hands into a small bowl and roll it around. Next is really stretching out that wrist to increase its range of motion. If you haven't done a typing test already, this is a good alternative for warming up your fingers. More wrist stuff, but this time using a more compressive force with your hand. And you can repeat this for however long you like. We live with our body for the rest of our lives, and it's probably best that we prioritize, prioritize caring for it, I think. Okay, that was weird. Let's just get back into it. This one, put your hands together and make a wave or fish motion. And then you could also jellyfish out. Kids love this, by the way. You could do this with your kids. This next session focuses on our muscles. It may not seem like we use our muscles while sitting at a desk throughout our day, but think about that throughout the course of a whole year. If you experience neck, shoulder, or back pain, consider massaging your muscles throughout the day. Maybe even get a professional massage on your day off. This stretch can be done often to increase blood flow, especially if you have a sit-stand desk and periodically stand up. And the position here is almost like you're pushing your desk, driving that heel into the floor. And also make sure that you do both legs. This next one is for the shoulders. Gymnastics has a really weird terminology that doesn't really make any sense. This stretch is called skin the cat. Very morbid, and I don't really know why they call that still, but I just call it the food in the backseat stretch. This one you have to be careful not to catch a case with HR. It's probably best to do this when no one is behind or around you, as it could be embarrassing to some and make them uncomfortable. And notice how I try to push my shoulders downward past my arms and lower than the desk. So now that that's done, Amanda, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about yoga. Not surprisingly, yoga as a form of exercise offers wonderful benefits to your physical health. But did you know that it can be beneficial to your mental health too? Research shows that by practicing yoga, you can help to increase your social connections, reduce stress, relieve anxiety and depression. It even helps us sleep better at night. Now, just because we know that something may be beneficial for our health, doesn't always mean we do it or stick with it. There may even be some barriers that make us hesitant to try it out. We may be saying things like, I don't have the time for that, because our busy and sometimes unpredictable lifestyles, work or family commitments may make it seem like I don't have the time or the energy to try yoga. We may say things like, well, I can't afford it, because we may be worried about the costs that are associated with taking a yoga class or buying the highest rated yoga mat out there that we can find. It may be something as simple as, I just don't know how to do it. Well, you're in luck, because not every yoga exercise has to be time-consuming, hard, or expensive. You can start with really easy ones that you can do at home or in your office. The goal is to increase our mind-body connection, to really be present in the here and now. Why don't we start with our breathing? If you could find that comfortable seated or standing position. Okay, relax your shoulders, shifting them downwards away from the ear. Take one hand, put it on your chest. Take your second hand, put it on the top of your stomach, just above your belly button. Now, without straining or pushing, slowly breathe in through your nose. Feel that air moving through your nostrils into your abdomen, expanding your stomach and the sides of your waist. Your chest should remain relatively still. Now purse your lips as if you're sipping through a straw and exhale for about 4 seconds. Great. As you continue with your breaths, really focus on your body and how you feel with each inhale and exhale that you do. Now let's practice some other easy exercises. If at any point you experience discomfort, simply continue with your deep breathing until we move on to the next exercise.
Okay, just how this next video is, I'm gonna react to it all in one take and give commentary. Let's see if I could do it. Okay, go. So here I am walking to my yoga mat. Getting ready to stretch. This stretch is called a butterfly stretch, and it stretches out your lower pelvic bones and groin. Wait, it doesn't stretch out your bones. It stretches out your groin. And I don't know who this person is on the left. but she just looked at me. And you could also scoot your feet forward to stretch different parts of your groin and other parts of your body. Oh my gosh, she's getting up. What is she doing? What? She's taking off her shoes. Okay, I guess she's joining me now. I have no idea who this person is. And then this one, we act a little sleepy, pretending our heads are heavier than our necks could support. I'm just kidding. This stretches out our neck and upper shoulders. This one is called a pike stretch. Keeping legs straight, reaching for your toes. And if you can't reach for your toes, don't worry. Reach as far as you can, and that's good enough. Next is straddle. Scooting your legs apart to about 90 degrees. If that's too far, less is better. And reaching as far as you can again. Again, since we're doing one leg, we should always do the other leg. And also have a friend to help out. Have a friend to help out if they seem like they're struggling. And much like both legs, we also try to do the middle. Also finding out the range of all of our muscles. Oh, this one's fun. Okay. This one's called the rainbow. So one arm goes under and one arm goes over. And again, you try to touch your toes. This one's a little hard for me, but it also stretches out your back. And then the other side, you get the idea. Now I'm just gonna sit here. When's the next one? Oh, okay. So you stand up, and then you lift one leg up and try to bring your knee to your chest. This is another stretch that takes a little bit of balance. But it also stretches out your hamstrings. And since we're sitting on the desk all day, it doesn't really get used that often. Okay. No, I don't think we should do jumping jacks. Yeah, no. Say no to the jumping jacks. Next is pike stretch, but standing. Remember how I said before about HR? Oh my god, that's so mean. Why would you do that? But try to touch your toes. Be aware of your surroundings. What else? What is he doing next? Okay, star position. Oh, basically another rainbow, except standing. This is good for when is it good for? When the floor is dirty or you're not able to stand up or sit down. Sorry. I'm hungry. I was probably hungry in this too. If you have free time, it's good to go outside and breathe in fresh air. Oh cool, they changed clothes this time. And they're outside. What are they doing? Oh. Notice how they breathe in as they're moving their arms up, and breathing out as they move their arms down. And repeat this about a couple more times. Oh, they only repeat it one more time. Okay.
Push up.
Then you put your hands on the floor, bring your legs out behind you, and seal stretch. I think it's downward dog. Yeah, it's also a downward dog. Next, try to keep your legs straight if you can, and stretch out your calves.
Go forward.
Jump to the end. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Okay. You're good. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out.
Feet back.
And repeat this process as many times as you like. It may be challenging, but that's the fun of it.
Downward dog. Five. Triangle pose. You're gonna bring your right foot
Ooh, they're doing
forward.
something different this time. Okay, put one leg in front from that half push-up position. Arms up, bent leg in the front, and straight leg in the back. Wow, look at those clouds. I like that leaf in the middle too. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give you commentary. Make sure to do both sides. They switched over here. Back to the floor. And ideally, holding these yoga poses for about 3 or more seconds is good enough.
Forward.
And then after repeating these for a couple more times, we're done. Of course, you don't have to do it as many times as us. You could even do it until you get tired. Without a coach or instructor, we might not know what we're doing, but that's also the fun of it. If you're interested in learning how to do the splits, this one's for you. Start on your knees and then bring one leg in front. And try to bring that front knee as far ahead of your front foot as far as you can. You could even use your entire body to help you, like I'm doing right here. Next is to straighten out your front knee, sorry. Oh, one challenge is to bring your nose to your knee as far as you can. And then after that, bring hands on both sides, using them as supports, and slide out into splits. If you look closely, there's a gap of air underneath me. My old gymnastics teammates would be pretty ashamed. What is he doing? Okay. After we're done doing exercise or yoga, it's always important to hydrate. We may have done more movement than we're used to, especially if you work in an office, and that's completely okay. Now, what's the opposite of a warm-up? No one? Oh yeah, this is a video. My bad. I think this is the last clean shirt I have. I gotta end this video soon. It wouldn't be a full video about workplace wellness without talking about what to do after work. Cooling down. Think about it. You just finished a 9 to 5 shift, sat in traffic for however long because everyone's pauhana. What's the first thing you do when you get home? How about when something stressful happens at work? What do you do to de-escalate the situation and bring yourself back? We could use breathing techniques that help us calm down, or grounding exercises that bring us back to the mental state we were in before. What else could we use? Can't think of anything. Oh yeah, music. We could also listen to music that helps us calm down, distracts us, or even re-energizes us. This is important because jobs are stressful, and we need something to help bring us back, so we can continue working. It could be that I'm on my phone for the majority of the day, but I really do feel like I have my own battery. And the way to recharge that battery is to disconnect, taking a break from almost everything, putting my phone down, lying down on my bed, and just closing my eyes. Now, looking back at this video, it may be challenging or overwhelming to implement any of these into our lives. So, some advice we have for you is to start small, and start within arm's reach. Tell yourself, I'm gonna do this today. But it's completely okay if it's too much. Some people could think, oh, I could just copy this video every single day. But that's the thing. Copying everything in this video is different than having your own warm-up routine, your own stretches, and your own yoga poses. The takeaway we'd like you to bring home today is to make this video your own. Ask yourself, what is my morning routine? What can I do to warm up my body? Should I try yoga? I won't be able to give any feedback on these questions. This is a video. But regardless of it all, thank you for making it this far. Have a good one. We're on social media. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and whatever the kids are on these days. Ding dong? No, TikTok.